about me trying to fall asleep again. Because that's what happened yesterday. I was playing late into the night. And we all know that the intro of this game is mad slow. I don't want to talk to Nihilus, but we have to.
Commander Shepard, I was hoping you'd get here first. It will give us a chance to talk.
About
What about?
I'm interested in this world we're going to. Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
Yeah.
They say it's a paradise.
Yes, a paradise. Serene, tranquil, safe. Eden Prime has become something of a symbol for your people, hasn't it? Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them. But how safe is it really?
Why are you asking?
Do you know something?
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. Is the Alliance truly ready for this?
We don't know.
I think it's about time we told the commander what's really going on.
This mission is far more than a simple shakedown run.
I figured there was something you weren't telling us.
We're making a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
Must be a reason you didn't tell me about this, sir?
This comes down from the top, Commander. Information strictly on a need-to-know basis. A research team on Eden Prime unearthed some kind of beacon during an excavation. It was Prothean.
I thought the Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago.
Their legacy still remains. The mass relays, the Citadel, our ship drives. It's all based on Prothean technology.
This is big, Shepard. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years. But Eden Prime doesn't have the facilities to handle something like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Obviously, this goes beyond mere human interests, Commander. This discovery could affect every species in Council space.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't we keep the beacon for ourselves?
You humans don't have the best reputation. Some species see you as selfish, too unpredictable, too independent, even dangerous.
Good.
Sharing that beacon will improve relations with the Council. Plus, we need their scientific expertise. They know more about the Protheans than we do.
The beacon's not the only reason I'm here, Shepard.
Nihilus wants to see you in action, Commander. He's here to evaluate you.
Guess that explains why I bump into him every time I turn around.
The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long time. Humanity wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
You held off an enemy assault during the Blitz single-handed. You showed not only courage, but also incredible skill. That's why I put your name forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
You put my name.
Why would a Turian want a human in the Spectres?
Not all Turians resent humanity. Some of us see the potential of your species. We see what you have to offer to the rest of the galaxy, and to the Spectres. We are an elite group. It's rare to find an individual with the skills we seek. I don't care that you're human, Shepard. I only care that you can do the job.
I assume this is good for the Alliance.
Earth needs this, Shepard. We're counting on you.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
Watch me die.
You'll be in charge
much.
of the ground team. Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship ASAP. Nihilus will accompany you to observe the mission.
What do you know about the Protheans?
Just what they taught us in school. They were a technologically advanced species that... Nobody really knows how or why, though I've heard plenty of theories. But everyone agrees, galactic civilization wouldn't exist without them.
Their citadel is the very heart of galactic society, and without their mass relays, interstellar travel would be impossible. We all owe the Protheans a great debt.
What do you know about Eden Prime?
I'd like to know more about Eden Prime before we touch down.
It's a peaceful farming world, but it represents something much bigger. Eden Prime is one of our oldest and most successful colonies. It proved we were ready to face the challenges of settling new worlds, to forge a place for humanity beyond Earth. It symbolizes humanity's growth and evolution as a spacefaring species. And after this, it will be known as the world where humans made a discovery of galactic importance.
Why is this beacon so important?
All advanced galactic civilization is based on Prothean technology, even yours.
If we hadn't discovered those Prothean ruins buried on Mars, we'd still be stuck on Earth. That was just a small data cache. Who knows what we can learn from this beacon? What if it's a weapons archive? We can't let it fall into the wrong hands.
Like who?
The Attican Traverse isn't the most stable sector of Citadel space. There are plenty of raiders and criminal groups active in the region. They might figure a Prothean beacon is worth the risk of attacking an Alliance ship. Plus, Eden Prime is right on the border of the Terminus systems.
The Attican Traverse is under Citadel protection. If the Terminus systems attack, it's an act of war.
Technically, yes. But some of the species in the Terminus might be willing to start a war over this.
The last thing the Council wants is to get dragged into a major conflict with the Terminus systems. We have to keep this low-key.
Alright.
Just give the word, Captain.
We should be getting close to Eden.
Captain, we got a problem.
What's wrong, Joker?
Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Bring it up on screen.
Get down! We are under attack, taking heavy casualties. I repeat, heavy casualties. We can't get evac. They came out of nowhere. We need...
Hello, it's the Reaper. Space prawns.
Everything cuts out after that. No comm traffic at all. Just goes dead. There's nothing.
Reverse and hold at 38.5. Status report.
17 minutes out, Captain. No other Alliance ships in the area.
Take us in, Joker, fast and quiet. This mission just got a lot more complicated.
A small strike team can move quickly, without drawing attention. It's our best chance to secure the beacon.
Grab your gear and meet us in the cargo hold. Tell Alenko and Jenkins to suit up, Commander. You're going in.
Alenko is Caden. Jenkins is... Oh, we all know what happens to Jenkins.
Engaging stealth systems. Somebody was doing some serious digging here, Captain.
Your team's the muscle in this operation, Commander. Go in heavy and head straight for the dig site.
What about survivors, Captain?
Helping survivors is a secondary objective. The beacon's your top priority.
Approaching drop point 1.
Nihilus, you coming with us?
I move faster on my own.
Nihilus will scout out ahead. He'll feed you status reports throughout the mission. Otherwise, I want radio silence.
He can count on us, but it's not gonna
Got
help.
his back, Captain.
The mission's yours now, Shepard. Good luck!
We are approaching drop point 2.
Ship perimeter secure, Commander.
This place got hit hard, Commander. Hostiles everywhere. Keep your guard up.
Let's go squad. We're gonna level up Yeah, I don't like Kgetja. I guess you also need. This doesn't matter. This boy's gonna die. Like right now. He's gonna die right now. All I have is warp and throw. I'm using assault rifles because I feel like the fire rate on pistols in this game are a little shit. Okay, and then this is using your power. Overkill, you have barrier. I don't have barrier. Do I have barrier? I can learn it. Yeah, okay. I'll learn barrier at some point because definitely need it.
Oh God, what happened here?
Hold L1 to switch weapons for your squad. Yeah, all of that's correct. In this game, the best is pistols and assault rifles. For me, personally. Jenkins! No! R.I.P.
Ripped
my
right
G.
through his shields. Never had a chance.
We'll see that he receives a proper service once the mission is complete. But I need you to stay focused.
Aye, aye, ma'am. Smells like smoke and death.
Yeah, I would think so, dude. Look, the pistol is also pretty cool. Medigel is needed to heal injured squad members. Omnigel can be used to bypass decryption and electronic. Both can be acquired by defeating enemies and opening containers. Okay, you see Kgetja. Okay, yeah, Kgetja was losing health a little bit there. Whoa, 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 who's shooting at me?
Some burned out buildings here, Shepard.
As you gain levels, use the squad
bodies.
screen to improve your team's
check it out.
abilities. Press the
I'll try to
options
catch up
button
with you
to
at the dig
access the
site.
mission completed and select your squad screen. Did we level up? No, we didn't. Yeah, I already spent points where I needed to. Hello? Man, the screen tearing! What the hell? Whatever, dude. Okay. How do I see that my powers? Yikes. Okay. Takes a while. some Medi-gel. Like, these are low tier enemies, hey? I don't know what's gonna happen once I start fighting the Geth. Guys, the screen tearing. Do you see that at the top? Look at that screen tearing. Fuck! Anyway, I am playing on PlayStation, so... Ow. Rest easy, my boy. Yeet.
Thanks for your help, Commander. I didn't think I was gonna make it. Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams of the 212. You the one in charge here, ma'am?
Are you wounded, Williams?
A few scrapes and burns, nothing serious. The others weren't so lucky. Oh man. We were patrolling the perimeter when the attack hit.
Look at that
We tried to
body.
get off a distress call, but they cut off our communications. I've been fighting for my life ever since.
Where's the rest of your squad?
We tried to double back to the beacon, but we walked into an ambush. I don't think any of the others... I think I'm the only one left.
This isn't your fault, Williams. You couldn't have done anything to save them.
Yes, ma'am. We held our position as long as we could, until the Geth overwhelmed us.
The Geth haven't been seen outside the Veil in nearly 200 years. Why are they here now?
They must have come for the beacon. The dig site is close, just over that rise. It might still be there.
We could use your help, Williams.
Aye, aye, ma'am. It's time for payback.
What do you know about the Geth?
What else do you know about the Geth?
Just what I remember from history class back in school. They're synthetics, non-organic life forms with limited AI programming, created by the Quarians a few centuries ago. They were supposed to be a source of cheap labor, but ended up turning on the Quarians and drove them into exile. Well, after that, they just kind of disappeared behind the Perseus Veil. Nobody's really heard much from them since.
So far you've seen Geth, you found out about Quarians, and has anybody spoken about Solarians? We've seen Turians in Nihilus. Don't know what a Solarian is, don't know what an Asari is, don't know what a Krogan is. Alright, but like before you even leave for Ferros or Noveria, you'll see all of the races, because the council races are there, and then there's us, the humans, and now we're seeing the bad guys as the
Tell me
Geth.
everything you know about the beacon.
They were doing some digging out here to extend the monorail and expand the colony. A few weeks ago, they unearthed some Prothean ruins, and the beacon.
We also know about
Suddenly,
the
every
Reapers.
scientific expert in the colony was interested. That's when they brought us in to secure the site. I don't know much about the beacon itself, but I heard one of the researchers say this could be the biggest scientific discovery of the century.
What happened to the researchers at the dig site?
I don't know. They set up camp near the beacon. The 232 was with them. Maybe their unit fared better than mine.
Describe what happened leading up to the attack.
We were sent out a couple of nights ago from the main colony to secure the area. Seemed like a routine patrol, until the Geth hit us. We never knew they were coming.
Have you seen a Turian Spectre around here?
There aren't any Turians on Eden Prime. None that I've ever met. Not sure I'd be able to tell if one was a Spectre anyway.
If you saw this guy, you'd know. Carries enough firepower to wipe out a whole platoon. Luckily, he's on our side.
Sorry. Like I said, no Turians.
Alright, let's go.
Move out!
Like I said, last playthrough, press the options button to access mission computer, then go to the squad, spend talent points on new squad members. Last playthrough, I let this guy down. No, I let this guy live, and I let this hunt die on Vermeer. Now I'm gonna let her live, and I'm gonna let him die. As always, I don't care. Both of them suck. So... advanced shield boost, Like, what are your skills? Like, makes you stonky, but like, yeah, but what are her talents? She doesn't have any. We have pistols, shotguns, assault rifles, sniper rifles. That's every single gun in the game. Every single gun. Okay. I can make you tanky. Give you combat armor. Or soldier. Increase your health. And your health regenerates. Yeah, let's have that. What's in here?
The beacon's at the far end of this trench.
Got some to change your team's equipment. Press this options button. Select mission computer and select the equipment screen. Alright, the equipment screen allows you to equip and upgrade gear for your squad. Press left or right. Cycle item types up and down to select an item. Equips. X equips. Square upgrade the equipped item. And then triangle breaks it down. Alright, so we got armor. And it's more. Yes. It's also ugly. Yeah, this shit's mung, bro. What about you guys? We're all wearing Onyx armor. Oh no. Oh, you're wearing a thick armor. What the hell? Oh, okay, because she's a soldier, so... Yeah, this is an arena of death. Run to the waypoint, take cover behind the rock, go to the edge and press R2 to fire, hold L2 to lean out. Okay. L3, toggle crouch. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. Actually, did you steal my kill? Nice. That actually worked. Circle to melee attack. I don't plan to get that close to people, but there.
That man was still alive when they stuck him on the spike.
Killing us isn't enough. The Geth want us to suffer. Impaling victims instead of just shooting them. There must be some reason behind it.
Classic psychological warfare. They're using terror as a weapon.
This is the dig site. The beacon was right here. It must have been moved.
It
By
has
who?
been.
Our side or the Geth?
Hard to say. Maybe we'll know more after we check out the research camp.
You think anyone got out of here alive?
If they were lucky. Maybe hiding up in the camp. It's just on the top of this ridge, up the ramps.
Change of plans, Shepard. There's a small spaceport up ahead. I want to check it out. I'll wait for you there.
I don't use sniper rifles, I don't use shotguns. Sniper rifles is Garrus, shotguns is Tali. Or
Looks
the
like they hit the
Krogan
camp
Rex.
hard.
It's a good place for an ambush. Keep your guard up. Oh god, they're still alive.
Ah, yes, husks.
What did the Geth do to them?
So we do a manual save. Alright. And then we decrypt. What? Huh? This is not like the one on the PC. It's a totally different minigame. Okay. Much easier.
Humans. Thank the Maker.
Hurry! Close the door before they come back.
Don't worry. We'll protect you.
Thank you. I think we'll be okay now. It looks like everyone's gone.
You're Dr. Warren, the one in charge of the excavation. Do you know what happened to the beacon?
It was moved to the spaceport this morning. Manuel and I stayed behind to help pack up the camp. When the attack came, the Marines held them off long enough for us to hide. They gave their lives to save us.
No one is saved. The age of humanity is ended. Soon, only ruin and corpses will remain.
What
Relax,
else can you
Miguel.
tell me about the attack?
It all happened so fast. One second we were gathering up our equipment. The next we were hiding in the shed while the Geth swarmed over the camp.
Agents of the destroyers, bringers of darkness, heralds of our extinction.
Hi,
We could hear the
Miguel.
battle outside. Gunfire, screams. I thought it would never end. Then everything went quiet. We just sat there, too afraid to move, until you came along.
Did you notice a Turian in the area?
I saw him, the prophet, leader of the enemy. He was here before the attack.
That's impossible. Nihilus was with us in the Normandy before the attack. He couldn't have been here.
I'm sorry, Manuel's still a bit unsettled. We haven't seen your Turian. We've been hiding in here since the attack.
Can you tell me anything about the beacon?
It's some type of data module from a galaxy-wide communications network. Remarkably well preserved. It could be the greatest scientific discovery of our lifetime. Miraculous new technologies, groundbreaking medical advances. Who knows what secrets are locked inside?
We have unearthed the heart of evil, awakened the beast, unleashed the darkness.
Manuel, please. This isn't the time.
What's wrong with your assistant?
Manuel has a brilliant mind, but he's always been a bit unstable. Genius and madness are two sides of the same coin.
Is it madness to see the future? To see the destruction rushing towards us? To understand there is no escape? No hope? No. I am not mad. I'm the only sane one left.
I gave him an extra dose of his meds after the attack.
No, I'm not, no.
Williams, take us to the spaceport.
You can't stop it. Nobody can stop it. Night is falling. The darkness
No,
of
no.
eternity.
Miguel,
Hush, Manuel.
Oh, no.
Go lie down.
Whatever.
You'll feel better once the medication kicks in.
he's got a PhD. He's Dr. Manuel, so... What did you see, Ashley? Some Omni-Gel. Shotgun sniper heavy. Dude, is this screen tearing my TV or... Cause it is bothering me. Like, for real, it is bothering me. Okay, I'm trying to set it up here. Language locked up with HDMI. Yeah, that's correct. Maybe there's like a driver I need to download. Cause on God. Nope. Log timer setting location. Advanced settings, network wake up, setup wizard, store mode. Hey, I guess I'm gonna have to play with the screen tearing. Like, yikes. Like, fucking yikes. Isn't that the current assault rifle I have? No. It is not. Look, dude, I don't use shotguns, so I'm not going to do anything about that. There was some armor that I saw. Can Ashley wear the heavy? No. Hey, Nihilus. Saren?
Saren.
So all that blue shit is Reaper shit.
This isn't your mission, Saren. What are you doing here?
The Council thought you could use some help on this one.
I wasn't expecting to find the Geth here. The situation's bad.
Don't worry. I've got it under control.
Ruthless, bruh. Do we level up again? Okay. Oh, I said I wanted barrier. Yeah, let's take it all the way up. Stasis. Stasis freezes people. Let's increase our assault rifles. And then yeah, there we go. Let's have you regenerating your combat armor. I'm just gonna make you strong. You can throw people, and you can get a barrier. I need decryption and electronics.
What is that? Off in the distance.
It's a ship. Look at the size of it.
Hello, Sovereign. Space prawn. Let's see what happens if I snipe them from here. Because you saw them, right? Oh shit, they have husks. They have husks. Husks seem like they are stuck. Oh, 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 oh.
Everybody stay calm out there. We're coming out. We're not armed.
Is it safe? Are they gone?
Girl, what is that haircut?
You're okay now. Nobody's gonna hurt you.
Those things were crawling all around the shed. They would have found us for sure.
Oh, it's a hat.
We owe you our lives.
I still can't believe it. When we saw that ship, I thought it was all over.
It showed up right before the attack. Knew it was trouble the second I saw it, so we made a break for the sheds.
Tell me everything you remember about the attack.
The three of us were working the crops when that ship showed up. We just saw it and ran. I don't know what happened to the rest of the crew.
They were by the garage, over near the spaceport, right where that ship came down. No way they survived.
You don't know that. We survived. If they made it to the garage, they could have had a fighting chance.
Do you know anything about the Prothean beacon they dug up?
We're just farmers. We heard they found something out there, but it never really mattered to us. Not until now.
What else can you tell me about the ship you saw?
I was too busy running to get a clear look at it. I think it landed over near the spaceport.
Tell them about the noise, Cole. That awful noise.
It was emitting some kind of signal as it descended. It sounded like the shriek of the damned. Only it was coming from inside your own head.
It was probably trying to block communications.
Whatever it was, felt like it was tearing right through my skull. Almost made it impossible to think.
That right there is Reaper indoctrination.
Cole, we're just a bunch of farmers. These guys are soldiers. Maybe we should give them the stuff.
Jeez, Blake, you gotta learn when to shut up.
You have something to tell me, Cole?
Some guys at the spaceport were running a small smuggling ring, nothing major. In exchange for a cut of the profits, we let them store packages in our sheds.
You're breaking the law, Cole.
We're not hurting anybody. Hell, most of the time I don't even know what's in the packages. Just thought there might be something we could use. I found a pistol. Figured it would come in handy if those things came back. But you'll probably get more use out of it than we will.
We're risking our lives to save this colony. You sure there's nothing else in here that could help us out?
Yeah, there's one more thing. I was gonna sell it after this was over, but you probably deserve it more than I do.
What did you give me?
Who's your contact at the spaceport, Cole? What's his name?
He's not a bad guy. I don't want to get him in trouble. Besides, I'm not a snitch.
He might have something to do with this whole attack, Cole. We need his name. It's important.
Yeah, okay, you're right. His name's Powell. Works the docks at the spaceport, if he's still alive.
Thank you.
I have to go.
Good luck.
Gave me, okay. Yes. Fuck! Too busy trying to upgrade. So electronics and decryption. Damn it, I should have used it there. Equipment. The pistol goes to you. Dude, this is so much better than the one on the PC. I don't understand. Nihilus.
Commander, it's Nihilus.
Something's moving over behind those crates.
Wait! Don't shoot! I'm one of you! I'm human!
Sneaking up on us like that nearly got you killed.
I'm sorry, I was hiding from those creatures. My name's Powell. I saw what happened to that Turian. The other one shot him.
I need to know how Nihilus died.
The other one got here first. He was waiting when your friend showed up. He called him Saren. I think they knew each other. Your friend seemed to relax. He let his guard down. And Saren killed him. Shot him right in the back. I'm just lucky he didn't see me behind the crates.
We were told a Prothean beacon was brought to the spaceport. What happened to it?
It's over on the other platform. Probably where that guy Saren was headed. He hopped on the cargo train right after he killed your friend. I knew that beacon was trouble. Everything's gone to hell since we found it. First that damn mothership showed up, then the attack. They killed everyone. Everyone. If I hadn't been behind the crates, I'd be dead too.
How come you're the only one who survived? Why didn't anyone else try to hide behind the crates?
They never had a chance. I was already behind the crates when the attack started.
Wait a minute. You were hiding behind the crates before the attack?
Taking a nap.
Sometimes I need a nap to get through my shift. I sneak off behind the crates to grab 40 winks where the supervisor can't find me.
This guy survived
You
because he's
survived
lazy.
because you're lazy?
If you hadn't snuck off for that nap, you'd probably be dead just like all the others.
Yeah, I guess. I don't really want to think about it.
You're Cole's contact here on the docks for the smuggling ring.
What? No! I mean, what does it matter now? So I'm a smuggler, who cares? My supervisor's dead, the entire crew's dead. Doesn't matter now, does it?
Anything hidden nearby that we could use against the Geth?
A shipment of grenades came through last week. Nobody notices if a few small pieces go missing from the military orders.
You greedy son of a bitch. We're out here trying to protect your sorry ass, and all you can think about is how you can rip us off?
I never thought you'd actually need those grenades. Who'd want to attack Eden Prime? We're just a bunch of farmers. How was I supposed to know?
Forget about him. He's not worth it.
You're lucky the commander's here, pal. Hand over those grenades.
They're yours. Take them. My smuggling days are over, I swear.
A lot of Marines died here, Powell. Those grenades could have come in handy. If I were you, I'd think of some way to make it up to them.
Yeah, okay. There is something else I was saving. Could be worth a fortune. Experimental technology, top of the line. Take it. I don't need it. I didn't want anyone to get hurt. Really, I'm sorry.
Talk.
Tell me about the Geth attack.
It was quick. 1 minute the ship was descending, the next, those Geth were swarming over the platform. Thousands of them. They must have been inside that mothership. They shot anything that moved. It was a massacre.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the beacon?
They brought it here this morning. We loaded it up onto the train and shipped it to the other platform. Hard to believe that was only a few hours ago. Feels like a whole other life.
Tell me about this mothership you saw.
I've never seen anything like it before. It was huge. Landed over near that platform. The whole place got dark as it came down. And it was making this noise, this sound that bored right into your brain. That's what woke me up. The attack came a few minutes later.
We need to find that beacon before it's too late.
Take the cargo train. That's where the other Turian went. I can't stay here. I need to get away from all this.
Thank you. Let's go equipment. Give us a new grenade. Where's the grenade? Hey, where's the fucking grenade? Alright. Oh, they're playing battle music. What the hell? Battle music. By the way, I also have this soundtrack downloaded. It's on my phone. One of the best soundtracks. Like, everything about this game is just like amazing. The music, the characters. Hold R1 to bring up the power wheel. Power lets you decide power inspection for your squad. Okay. Barrier it up, buddy. We're both using barrier. Hello? Oh. This can't be good for me. Walking down an aisle like this can't be. Actually, you know what? Where's Ashley? You go there. I can't be rushing here. Flank. Hello? Dude. Are you gonna pop your head out at some point? Huh? Oh, I thought that was Caden. There's a combat sensor that... There you go. On a midnight train to Jersey.
Set the charges. Destroy the entire colony. Leave no evidence that we were here.
Do you see a mouth on a Geth? Do you see a mouth on that robot? They do not speak. They communicate via a network. Niggas talk through Wi-Fi. They are setting up bombs. That assault rifle he's carrying is one of my favorite guns in Mass Effect 3. The Geth Pulse Rifle. Very similar to the Turian, other Quarian guns because,
Demolition charges! The Geth must have planted them!
Hurry! We need to find them all and shut them down!
Charge disarmed. Oh, where's the other one? It's above us. It's above us. Whoa, 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 guys. You're shooting at me. Thank you. Okay, no, let's go across because this is an awful... Wow! It's an awful spot to shoot. There's also a bomb somewhere here. So because we are going to flank. Get the barrier up. Oh! Oh, you red dot motherfucker. Come here. Show your ugly face. I have 3 minutes left. Open up the crate. Take everything. Disarm. And then once this is done, That is quest. There's one charge remaining. Woo! Shit. We're running out of time. Oh, come on. Whoa. Where's the bomb? Where's the bomb? Oh my god, where's the bomb? Oh, thank God. Yeah, let's take everything. Before we start the beacon, I'm pretty sure there is some gear and things for us. Take everything. Heavy armor. Nice. Okay. Radioactive rounds. Yes. Take all. Anti-personnel, organics, radioactive rounds, sickness on targets. For now, yeah. Ashley, you can take an Avenger, and you can have anti-personnel and a heatsink. And then Caden, you're using a pistol. You can get nothing. You can get combat sensors. Alright, let's go. I'm still going to be using these two for quite a bit. The only other people I need are Garrus, Tali, Liara, and Rex. Alright, this is going to be a whole bunch of exposition. A whole lot. Sit down, relax, guys. Gonna be looking through a lot of shit right now. You want to pull out your phones?
Normandy, the beacon is secure.
This is amazing. Actual working Prothean technology. Unbelievable.
It wasn't doing anything like that when they dug it up.
Something must have activated it.
Roger, Normandy.
Shepard!
No, don't touch it. It's too...
You know what's so funny? At the end of Mass Effect 3, at the beginning of Mass Effect 3, like at a critical point like that, whether Caden or Ashley lives, they are also going to be needed for like medical attention because they get beat up by a robot.
We identified the ship that touched down on Eden Prime. The Normandy, a human alliance vessel. It was under the command of Captain Anderson. They managed to save the colony.
And the beacon.
One of the humans may have used it.
I give a fair trick, give party.
This human must be eliminated.
Doctor? Dr. Chakwas. I think she's waking up.
You had us worried there, Shepard. How are you feeling?
Like shit.
Minor throbbing. Nothing serious. How long was I out?
About 15 hours.
God damn.
Something happened down there with the beacon, I think.
It's my fault. I must have triggered some kind of security field when I approached it. You had to push me out of the way.
You had no way to know what would happen.
Actually, we don't even know if that's what set it off. Unfortunately, we'll never get the chance to find out.
The beacon exploded. A system overload, maybe. And the blast knocked you cold. Williams and I had to carry you back here to the ship.
I appreciate it.
Physically, you're fine. But I detected some unusual brain activity. Abnormal beta waves. I also noticed an increase in your rapid eye movement. Signs typically associated with intense dreaming.
I'm not sure what I saw. Death, destruction. Nothing's really clear.
I better add this to my report. It may... Oh, Captain Anderson.
How's our XO holding up, Doctor?
Well, all the readings look normal. I'd say the commander's going to be fine.
Glad to hear it. Shepard, I need to speak with you. In private.
Aye, aye, Captain. I'll be in the mess if you need me.
Sounds like that beacon hit you pretty hard, Commander. Are you sure you're okay?
Jenkins.
I don't like soldiers dying under my command.
Jenkins wasn't your fault. You did a good job, Shepard.
Did we leave Gunnery Chief Williams back on Eden Prime?
Nah, she would've.
I figured we could use a soldier like her. She's been reassigned to the Normandy.
Williams is a good soldier. She deserves it.
Lieutenant Alenko agrees with you. That's why I added her to our crew.
Intel dropped the ball, sir. We had no idea what we were walking into down there. That's why things went to hell.
The Geth haven't been outside the Veil in 2 centuries, Commander. Nobody could have predicted this.
You said you needed to see me in private, Captain?
I won't lie to you, Shepard. Things look bad. Nihilus is dead. The beacon was destroyed and Geth are invading. The Council's going to want answers.
I didn't do anything wrong, Captain. Hopefully the Council can see that.
I'll stand behind you and your report, Shepard. You're a damned hero in my books. That's not why I'm here. It's Saren, that other Turian. Saren's a Spectre, one of the best, a living legend. But if he's working with the Geth, it means he's gone rogue. A rogue Spectre's trouble. Saren's dangerous, and he hates humans.
He hates humans?
Why?
What'd he say fuck me for?
Too fast, taking over the galaxy. A lot of aliens think that way. Most of them don't do anything about it. But Saren has allied himself with the Geth. I don't know how, I don't know why. I only know it had something to do with that beacon. You were there just before that beacon self-destructed. Did you see anything? Any clue that might tell us what Saren was after?
Just before I lost consciousness, I had some kind of vision.
A vision? A vision of what?
I saw synthetics. Geth, maybe. Slaughtering people. Butchering them.
Withian technology, blueprints for some ancient weapon of mass destruction, whatever it was. Saren took it. But I know Saren. I know his reputation is politics. He believes humans are a blight on the galaxy.
He's a racist!
This attack was an act of war. He has the secrets from the beacon. He has an army of Geth at his command, and he won't stop until he's wiped humanity from the face of the galaxy.
He also... Excuse me? There we go.
I'll find some way to take him down.
It's not that easy. He's a Spectre. He can go anywhere, do almost anything. That's why we need the Council on our side.
We prove Saren's gone rogue and the Council will revoke his Spectre status.
I'll contact the Ambassador and see if he can get us an audience with the Council. He'll want to see us as soon as we reach the Citadel. We should be getting close. Head up to the bridge and tell Joker to bring us into dock.
No, I don't want to. Let's see here. Just answering a text. Oops.
Glad to see you're okay, Commander. Commander, I'm glad to see you're okay. Losing Jenkins was hard on the crew, and I'm glad we didn't lose you too.
Things were pretty rough down there.
Yeah, you never get used to seeing dead civilians. It doesn't seem right somehow. But at least you stopped Saren from wiping out the whole colony.
I couldn't have done it without you.
We're Marines. We stick together. And I'm just sorry that we lost Jenkins.
Yeah, I wish I could have done something to save him.
I was there. You did everything right. It was just bad luck. It's been a hell of a shakedown, Cruz. Our first mission ends with one Spectre killing another. The Citadel Council's not going to be happy about that. Probably use it to lever more concessions out of the Alliance.
You've got a good grasp of the situation. You a career man?
Yeah, a lot of biotics are. We're not restricted, but we sure don't go undocumented. May as well get a paycheck for it. Besides, my father served. I made him proud when I enlisted. Eventually. But is that why you're here? Because of your family?
I never met my parents. If they wanted to see me, they'd have contacted me after that mess a few years back.
Oh, that's right, the Blitz. I imagine that bought you any post in the fleet. Word is we're heading for the Citadel, ma'am. Can you, tell me why?
The captain hopes the ambassador can get an audience with the council. Tell them what Saren's been up to.
Makes sense. They'd probably like to know he's not working for them anymore. Whatever happens, we'll be ready, Commander.
Thank you. And then Eshel's. Hey, Chakwas.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. The crew could use some good news after what happened to Jenkins.
Jenkins was a valuable part of this crew.
I should go.
Part of me feels guilty over what happened. If Jenkins was still alive, I might not be here.
You're a good soldier, Williams. You belong on the Normandy.
Thanks, Commander. That means a lot from you. I've never met anyone who was awarded the Star of Terra.
Things were pretty rough down there. Are you okay?
I've seen friends die before. Comes with being a Marine. But to see my whole unit wiped out, and you never get used to seeing dead civilians. But things would have been a lot worse if you hadn't shown up.
We couldn't have done it without you, Williams.
Thanks, Commander. I have to admit, I was a little worried about being assigned to the Normandy. It's nice when someone makes you feel welcome.
I think you're gonna fit in here just fine, Williams.
Thanks, Commander.
See, this is why you have these conversations, so you can get these tiny Paragon points. And then when you get to a point, not equipment, where you look at your Paragon versus Renegade, at some point that Paragon needs to be at maximum to do certain things. Hey, Chuck.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
I'm doing my part. Any
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth, or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
What do you know about Captain Anderson?
I've served with him for a few tours now. He knows when to let things slide and when to crack the whip. The crew knows he's seen pretty much anything they'll ever run into. And he cares about the people under his command.
That's nice. And Caden?
How well do you know the lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission. But he has an impressive service record, over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
A what?
What does that have to do with
L2's a button on the controller.
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
Like?
What kind of complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects. Caden's lucky. He just gets migraines.
He's lucky he gets migraines.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
That's wild. Where am I supposed to go? Where's Joker? Where is Joker? It's upstairs. So now at this point, it's the end of the intro and you're going into like chapter 2 or whatever, act 1. Prologue's done, you're in act 1. Act 1 is like the Citadel, and then act 2 is where you do like Ferris and Novaria and all those are the big, like you're fully within the game, the meat of the game. Hey,
I'm
President.
glad you're okay, Commander. Losing Jenkins was hard enough on the crew.
Manual? What? Oh, manual. Oh, it's just XP. What's this? Okay.
Good timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that
See the
taxpayer money at work?
money working.
the size of that ship.
The Ascension, flagship of the Citadel fleet.
Well, size isn't everything.
Why so touchy, Joker?
I'm just saying you need firepower, too.
Look at that monster. Its main gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side, then.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy. Clearance granted. You may begin your approach. Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
Roger, Alliance Tower. Normandy out.
Normandy, this is Alliance Tower. Please proceed to Dock 422.
This is an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony?
Shut up, Udina. My
the Turians
God.
don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Saren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action!
You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Saren. We will discuss the CSEC findings at the hearing, not before.
Captain Anderson, I see you brought half your crew with you.
Just the ground team from Eden Prime, in case you had any questions.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate?
They are. Sounds like you convinced the Council to give us an audience.
They were not happy about it. Saren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
Saren's a threat to every human colony out there. He needs to be stopped. The Council has to listen to us.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres. The mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done. Instead, Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
That's Saren's fault, not hers.
Then we better hope the CSEC investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres. Come with me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing. Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
And that's why I hate politicians.
Same. Map. You know how I forgot that that's a thing? When I was playing it on PC, zoom out, R1, zoom out, you know, this is as far as it goes. Can go to the console chambers, Avina explains everything, Emporium, so you buy shit, the bank is where you bank, CSEC HQ, Embassy Lounge. Alright, let's get out and then we need to turn right to talk to the Wallace and the Alcor.
I understand what you're saying, but these allegations are very serious. This is serious. My reputation is at stake. I spoke with the consort in confidence, and she betrayed that confidence.
So we're gonna skip any Alcor talking because they talk very
I'll
slow.
look into it for you. In the meantime, do not do anything rash. Please greeting. I am Ambassador Kalen. Genuine query. Is there something I can do for you this
Why
day?
do you explain what you're about to say?
Our people communicate less through words and more through sentence. Plainly, we discovered our vocal expression was not enough to convey the feelings of our conversation.
Why do you bother, Kalen? These Earth Clan don't really care about our ways.
Remorseful response, Din. You don't truly believe that, and if you do, I am very sorry for you.
Tell me more about your species.
Genuine enthusiasm. I delight in telling the history of my people. It is agreeable to share our culture with
Tell
others.
me about the history and origins of the Elk.
The L-Corps were just beginning to explore Council space when the Asari... With their help, we discovered the relay closest to our system, and from there the Citadel. Proudly, within one lifetime we established a regular route to the Citadel, and quickly became one of the more active species living on this great station.
I'd like to know more about the culture of the
Frankly, we L-Corps prefer the safety and familiarity of our own colonies to the confines of space travel. Our society is built on small, tight-knit groups, though we are always welcoming to outsiders. Our government tends to be very stable. Our people are not very comfortable with sudden changes.
What do you do here?
Modestly, I work to bring the problems and the requests of the L-Corps group.
Ha! They only give us these positions to keep us quiet.
Chastising rebuke. Your tone is inappropriate, Din. This human is not to blame for your malcontent or your misconceived suspicions.
I should go.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Sincere farewell. Good day to you, human. Enjoy your time on the Citadel.
That whole conversation was there just so that you can learn about a specific race.
Hello there, human. Sincere apology, but I am here on business and cannot be distracted right now.
This could be a side quest.
You seem distressed. Is there something I can do to help?
Alarmed response. You overheard that, did you? This is all going so wrong, and it is the Asari consort's fault. She's the
I need to be going.
Whoa,
Yes,
whoa, 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 whoa,
I must
whoa, whoa,
speak
whoa.
more with the ambassador myself. Good day, human. Strange greeting, human. This is really not...
You seem distressed. Is there something
Alarmed response. You overheard that.
What did this...
I cannot speak more about this problem. It is too sensitive. Suffice it to say, she has compromised my authority as a diplomat.
Where can I find this Asari consort?
By the console chambers.
She is across the bridge from here. Her offices are easy enough to spot. Good day, human.
Put your guns away. Look, I'm not gonna... Avina explains everything that happens here.
Welcome to the Presidium. Allow me to be your guide.
I'm not gonna go through all of that.
Good day,
I know what to
Commander.
do.
The human ambassador is up the stairs, first room on the right.
You know who I am?
It's my job.
Yes, Irisdale Embassies. If you have more questions, please access Avina.
This is your first encounter with an Asari.
Avina is the virtual guide for the Citadel. Feel free to access the terminal yourself.
What's your name? What do you do here?
My name is Safiria. I'm the administrative assistant for the embassies.
You seem to be distracted.
The embassies are the hub of all Citadel politics. When you represent trillions of citizens, it tends to get a little busy.
I should be going now.
Just
Have a
use
pleasant
AI.
day.
No, I'm joking.
Welcome to the Presidium. Allow me to be your guide.
Okay, there's possibility of
Greetings
XP when
and
you
welcome
talk
to the
people,
Presidium.
so-
My name is Avina, and I am pleased to be your virtual
So are you a
guide.
person or
I
a
am a
program?
fully interactive virtual intelligence.
She's the
I
AI.
may also be contacted through any of the Presidium VI
Give me the tour.
Okay.
You are standing at Presidium Tourism Terminal 1. On either side of this lobby are the embassies of the various Citadel races, along with CSEC headquarters. On the far end of this level, you can see the Citadel Tower, where the Council meets regularly to discuss matters of interstellar importance. Citadel security serves as law enforcement for all regions of the Citadel, though the majority of officers serve in the wards. Executor Palin, a Turian, is the current head of CSEC, but individuals from virtually every species across Citadel space serve as officers beneath him. If you wish to learn more, Executor Palin's office is located in the CSEC headquarters just across the lobby.
Tell me about the embassies.
Each species in Citadel space important enough to be consulted on matters of galactic politics maintains an embassy. The Volus were the first non-council species to be granted an embassy, roughly 2,384 galactic standard years ago. As Citadel space has expanded, more embassies have been added. The most recently added embassy belongs to your own species, humanity. It was added 19 galactic standard years ago, despite some rather vocal opposition.
Why were people trying to keep my species out?
Some species felt humanity was given preferential treatment. It often takes a century or more before a new species is granted an embassy. The Council gave a great deal of thought to this matter. In the end, they decided humanity's impact on Citadel space was significant enough to warrant an embassy.
What do you think?
Agree with their
I'm
decision?
a VI, bruh.
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
How come the Volus were the first species given an embassy?
They were the first
In
to
the
be found.
early years following the formation of the Council, the Volus were, apart from the Asari and Solarians, the most populous and widespread species in Citadel space. They established many new colonies and trading outposts, and they petitioned the Council for a greater role in determining interstellar policy. In recognition of their work to expand interstellar trade and establish a standardized galactic economy, the Volus were granted an embassy here on the Citadel.
Do you know anything about Spectres?
The term Spectre is derived from the branch of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance. Each Spectre agent is handpicked by the Council. Their primary role is preserving galactic stability and resolving volatile situations that cannot be handled through normal political channels. In this role, they are granted extraterritorial rights and jurisdictions. Spectres answer to no law or authority except the Council itself.
What can you tell me about the Citadel Council?
Originally, the Council consisted of representatives from the Asari and Solarians, the two dominant species in Citadel space. Roughly 1,304 galactic standard years ago, Turians were invited to join the Council in recognition of the role they played during the Krogan Rebellion. Since then, the three Council races have worked together to ensure the peaceful coexistence of the galactic community, while preserving individual autonomy for each species.
It can't be as simple as that. There must be problems somewhere in the system.
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment.
Okay,
My code is limited to information
thank
and
you.
simple...
Goodbye.
Goodbye, and thank you for using Avina.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna lead us nowhere. Let's go to CSEC.
Please enjoy your visit to the Citadel.
We have to go to the other places to unlock them. Fast travel. Hello? Oh, I have to enter. Ish. Okay. Whoa, shit! Uncle. What's here? There might be something. Hello.
I can't believe I landed a job here. This place is fantastic.
Yeah, ain't it? Hello, Keeper. Hello, Aquaman.
Human, delighted. Welcome. It is good to meet you.
Hello, more codex stuff. The diplomats. Joe Santana. Hello, Executor Palin. Let me loot your place before I do anything else. Yeah. Someone entrance will occur multiple receptions. Recipients of production. Because of our shared plight. If you understand us, if you tolerate us, we must stand together, we must build our own new world. Come join us in the Hawking Eater cluster. This is that mission I don't like. Yeah. That guy who's, starting a biotic cult of humans.
Commander
Kellen.
Shepard, I didn't expect to see you here. Did Ambassador Udina send you?
Have we met before?
No, but I know you well enough. I'm Executor Palin, head of CSEC. It's my job to know when someone like you arrives on the Citadel. Was there something you needed, Commander?
I get the feeling you're not too fond of humans.
No, I just don't trust your kind. Not yet. You humans are eager to take all the power you can get, and you're being given a lot. If the Council wants to make humanity their new favorite pet, that's their business. But I don't have to like it.
The Council treats us like second-class citizens. We have to fight for everything we get.
Good. Then fight for it. But don't expect the rest of us to just sit back and let you take it. I'm a busy man, Commander. Are we done here?
No. We're gonna talk some more.
What do you know about the Spectres?
They're the right hand of the Council, or so they like to be called. More like the underhanded side of the Council.
What do you have against the Spectres?
Let's order.
I can't abide any organization that considers itself above the law. Especially when it's left up to each individual Spectre to decide when and how to bend the rules.
Sometimes you have to bend the law to keep people safe.
I've been with CSEC for 30 years. I've never had to break the law to do my job, not once.
Yeah, right. You expect us to believe none of your officers are corrupt?
There are over 200,000 CSEC agents. Some of them are going to be bad. But we don't turn a blind eye to corruption like the Spectres do. We do our best to find and punish any officer who breaks the law. Spectres? They'll never come under that kind of scrutiny.
Right, because now we're fighting a Spectre.
The galaxy needs people like that. People who do the dirty jobs.
I agree. But they need to be held to a higher standard. They need to be accountable. Saren's out of control. We both know that. But because he's a Spectre, the Council doesn't want to do anything about it. Is that the kind of person this galaxy needs?
But not all Spectres are like Saren.
True. But the potential is always there.
Investigate attitude towards humans, Spectres.
Tell me about CSEC.
CSEC provides necessary police and security services throughout the Citadel. We're a civilian government agency, though many of our members have had military training. Of course, as the CSEC representative to the Council, I spend most of my time liaising between the two.
Tell me about your investigation into Saren.
Sorry, Commander. I don't make a habit of giving out details about ongoing investigations.
I'll be going now.
Goodbye.
Okay, great. This is what I needed. Because I'm not fucking that up again. Uh-huh. Yeah. I think I'm gonna end it here. I'll continue a little later. Yeah, I'm gonna end it here. Alright guys, see you later.